my chest goes outwards, so my bone here in the centre comes out, and then some people's goes inwards. So yeah, and some people have surgery for this to correct the chest bone. Now my joints pull out, so you can see the joint coming out the socket there. My hips do the same, my elbows, my shoulders do the same. With Marfan syndrome, we have long limbs, so this is one of the signs of Marfan syndrome. You can see with my other hand, it's quite deformed. I've got a lot of nerve damage and I've got a lot of arthritis riddling through my fingers. I'm very flexible. I can do quite a few things. As you can see, my fingers are reaching every finger, and my thumb goes backwards as well. There is a certain sign that you can look for, and if you can put your thumb right across there on both sides and you're able to wrap your fingers around it and your thumbs are still pointing out, that is a sign of Marfan syndrome. So the things you can't see are obviously the heart condition. The main thing that goes wrong with somebody with Marfan syndrome, and it can cause problems with the life expectancy, is your heart. Now you can have mitral valve prolapse, which is mitral valve becoming leaky inside your heart, which I have. Mine's quite mild, thank God. But yeah, a lot of people do have correction surgery for that. The main problem with Marfan syndrome, which causes death, is an enlarged aorta. An enlarged aorta is where the aortic valve becomes too big for the heart, and when it becomes too big, it bursts and erupts and dies straight on the spot. So obviously that has got to be looked at every single year, because that can cause major problems otherwise. Causes breathlessness. You can hear it in my voice now. I get quite breathless. It doesn't matter if I'm talking, sitting, doing anything, I can get quite breathless. You can't do certain sports because of it, so you can't do high intensity sports. There's quite a few things that you can't do with an enlarged aorta, but it doesn't stop me from doing anything. So as you can tell, I've got my trousers up quite high to show you my hips. My hips are quite wide, and that's quite a symptom. That's a symptom of Marfan syndrome, to have wide hips. My rib cage is like very close to my hip bone, so it's above there. And also then my arm span. Now I'm going to go right back. My arm span is extremely long, as you can see. It's around the same height as my body. And I got this, so that's the sign, is long limbs. So I got long legs, long arms, long toes. The eyes are another issue with Marfan syndrome. With your eyes, it can cause problems with short-sightedness. I'm actually short-sighted in one of my eyes more than the other. I am minus 15 in this eye and minus 4.5 in this one. So obviously that's quite bad. My glasses are quite thick, but I've had them thinned down. So another thing you can look out for when you have Marfan syndrome is scoliosis. Scoliosis is where the spine starts curving. So mine goes like that, and then it goes like on the opposite side as well. So mine goes all over the place.